Hey there everyone, this is Welcome back to my playthrough of EO2U Untold. Today we're going to begin exploration of the 6th stratum. Should be that simple. We're going to try to... Oh, we have to get ready for a dragon eventually, but I don't know if we even have access to a dragon-related quest. Probably be okay regardless though, right? Yeah, let's just do some climbing through the labyrinth, and we'll see how our party does against regular monsters before we see how it does against anything else. Alright, so the way the warp system works in the stratum is it reflects your x-axis and it reflects your y-axis. So it essentially takes you to the opposite side of the map. It took me a while to find out that it was a reflection, or at least the double. It's the xy reflection, which is to say, if there was an origin on this map, you will flip to both the x and the y-axis. But the origin of the map is like between the C and D line and on 4, so it's like the origin of the map is here and here, like right there, right? Everything to the left, that's negative, everything right, that's positive. If you want to think of it that way, you don't have to. But essentially, it's just flip vertically over the map, so a B reflects to E, C reflects to D, A reflects to F, and then reflect horizontally, which means 2 goes to 6, 3 goes to 5, the left side of 4 goes to the right side of 4, right? This is how we know which direction we flip. Alright. So with that in mind, since this was in the lower left, the lower right section of B3, it reflects to the upper left section of E5. Because it reflects horizontally to the 5, and then it reflects vertically to the E. Hopefully that made enough sense to get you wondering how this warp system works. It's really complicated. I'm going to be using exclamation points to mark arrival points, and a number to represent, like, the warp itself. So, like, this is warp 2, and it arrives back here. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Exclamation points are arrival points, numbers are warps themselves. Alright. It's gonna start off pretty simple and dump us off in this room. We can run into a blue dinosaur thing while we're in here, whose name I cannot pronounce for the life of me. And we just got introduced to the fog mechanic, how fun. Alright, so you can still see infinitely ahead of you in the fog, it's just insanely hard. Also, it's also no radar zone, so there's that too. But because it's FOE based, I usually don't map that. We can just try to slam jam the FOE, or we can just be careful. Right? Let's start with be careful, and then we'll work our way towards slam jamming the no radar zone. Well, we found a door, so that's fine too. Sick wood plus hermit crab. This is not a sick wood, it's a gasser tree, and that's not a hermit crab, that's an ancient hermit. I think it was also an ancient hermit in EO2, so that's fine, but this is not a sick wood. What is wrong with this game? Actually, I think gasser tree was used in EO4, right? Wasn't gasser tree in EO4? Sick tree was EO1, 2, and 3. Gasser tree's a new name. Alright. That's weak to Bash. I want to send Bash over there. Blind that. That did not work. Okay, then. That also did not work. Okay. Well, we stunned it. Alright, so we're only doing 2 damage to this thing, but it only seems to have, like, 10 health. So this is a metal slime, if I've ever seen one in an Atronasi game. And not very common. Well, if that's the case, I guess we'll just use multi-shot on it and be fine. Okay, fair enough. Gets level 66, get a curve attack Grimoire as though that matters. It doesn't. I probably forgot to do Grimoire management off screen, but I did remember to do quest off screen. So I do have the Knight chest piece now, and I do have something else. So, on that basis, we are doing pretty good. We are holding on to these skill points because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see if we can't fight here. Alright, well, we can technically map in no radar zones, but, It's only a no radar zone because there's an FOE that makes it so that you have a no radar effect. Alright. That wall's still there. That wall curves over here. Ends there. I'm in that corner. Wall to my right. Or wall to the left. Wall to the left. Wall to the left and down. There's the door. So it should do this. It does. Alright, so if we want to corner it, we have to... Shouldn't be complicated. We just need to get it into a nook. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about actually cornering the thing. It's not that important to corner it. So let's just move on. Usually I mark no radar zones with like certain types of paint. Usually it's yellow. If I do it the same way I do it in EO3, I should be marking these rooms in yellow. But it's really only a no radar zone while the guy is there. And there's going to be other floor types later. Whatever. We'll still use this as no radar zone paint, so... It's still kind of important to know when you're in a no radar zone. It makes mapping interesting, to say the least. Because there's two ways to approach this now. You can either go and kill the bulb and then map it, or you can just map it as you go anyway. I'm going to appreciate the latter, because this is what I've done in other Atronasi games. You might not enjoy this because you've never been in a no radar zone, because you've never played EO3, because you just haven't played EO3, man. Why should I judge you? Exactly, right? So, I believe that does that. This is all about being careful about where you step and paying attention and having a good sense of direction. Sometimes I lose my sense of direction, and that's bad, but I think I've only lost my sense of direction one time in Atronasi 3 post-game, so we should be okay, is what I'm saying. I should know where I'm going. I don't think I'll lose sight of where I am, because I'm just too good at knowing where I am. Got spotted by something. Oh. It's his friend. I don't remember if this is the original, or if this is a new one. Well, regardless. I'm pretty sure there's a FOE around this corner. There isn't. Alright, so this is the dead end. Okay, so the Moka Blembele, Mokele Mbembe, that's gonna be my best guess, as you kill it until it dies. It has a devastating electric attack, I wanna say, so, you know, kill it fast, but, probably not that big of a deal. Let's sleep it. I mean, we stunned it, but why not get some extra damage in there? That's pretty good. Readied. Was autoing a mistake? Autoing was fine. Okay. I should not hit the auto button so liberally. Alright, so we're in this dead end. The FOE moved down there. And there's this direction. Let's follow the FOE. Alright. We're in the corner right now. 1, 2, turn. We're just gonna follow this FOE. No real reason to it. Alright, this is where I can lose my orientation, so... There's a wall to my left and to my right. Now there's only a wall to my left, and there is no wall to my right, so it does this. Okay. I want to say it does this. So, let's see here. And then the FOE is just going to go about his own business, and we have a door. Let's see where we end up. Alright, we can see again, but it doesn't look like this led anywhere. That being said, we should explore the room and see what we can find. Or rather, if anything is here. Save me, thank you. Getting blindsided by this thing's no fun. If you get blindsided by this, it charges up, and then it launches its electric attack the next turn. You have to blind it really fast, or sleep it really fast, otherwise you just get creamed. Did I mention that that is a smashing experience? Also, I'm going to try to do something cheeky here, but I don't think it will work, so... Just in case it does. Sweet. Hey, it works! Nice. I always wanted to do that combo. I I used to have the Sleep Arrow Soul Liberator combo before on a different run. I just always found it sometimes inconsistent because sometimes people are faster than other people and things get messed up, but when that works, it works so beautifully. The Sleep Arrow plus Soul Liberator combo will kill a lot of things. Hopefully, well, as long as Sleep consistently lands, it's a good move. And even when Soul Liberator isn't powered up, it's powerful, it just doesn't do anything. So we'll use that combo with my judgment, but whether it's any good or not is actually dependent. I'm paranoid because in the original EO2, patches of flowers like this were symbols that of an invisible FOE, but that invisible FOE doesn't exist in this game, so... Or rather, it exists in a different form, so we don't have to actually worry about that. I should not be paranoid about things that happened in EO2, especially since the floor design and layout is so different. Also expect 6 stratum exploration videos to be long, on the longer end, because they'll just naturally take a long amount of time to begin with. But it's part of the fun of the game! Come on, man. Alright, so we're in another no-radar zone, or rather, an FOE has created another no-radar zone for us to explore through. So let's just see where we can go. Let's start with down. Alright, there's still a wall to my left, but not to my right. And then it does something like this, and I want to say this is a dead end. So I guess the idea is you want to drag an FOE to this dead end. Oop, I don't know where the FOE is, so we'll just sit on that. This is very reminiscent of how mapping the no radar zones in EO3 worked out, except in EO3 there was no fucking fog, so you could map ahead. In this game it's like, oh, I hope you like mapping one space at a time. Because that's fun. I don't think it's that bad, but some people might find this irritating. Especially since I think the FOE responds at a faster rate than most other FOEs. Okay, I don't think it does that. I do think this is here. But yeah, this continues off doing whatever. Then we have this again. We're standing right here. We are now here. Now we're here. Right. I want to say it's something like that, but I want to go this way, see what's over here, right? Well, we can go up, or we can go down. I fancy going in the upward direction, so let's go that way. Well, that was a dead end, so let's go the other way. Okay, then. I'm not impressed, but we're here. Alright, that FOE is on its own track. I honestly don't care for it, though, so we'll just go this way. There's a wall here. This seems to complete this... Excuse me. That's not what I wanted. How do you remove these things? Okay. Well, that was confusing. Anyways. Let's see what's over here. Hey! It's an exit. Cool. Alright, so that's one no radar zone down, probably 10 million more to go. Let's march forward. I got misoriented because the scenery is slightly different on the edges of the map, but that's whatever. Okay. Hey, more fog! I knew I wasn't out of the woods yet. Oh, I forgot to check for shortcuts. That's a good idea. Let's check for shortcuts. There are none. Okay, cool. I don't know when the next shortcut is, if there is one. but we're just gonna keep marching blindly forward until we have to turn back. Do I have an Irati thread? Did I start this adventure without an Irati thread? I did. Okay. Right. So, A, I'm dumb, and that was dumb, and I should not have done this, but we might be able to just trudge through. That's a mistake. I'm turning around. Screw this. I'm going home. Don't know where the next shortcut is, but if I'm only gonna have a limited amount of TP, I need to turn back now and get an Irati thread and not be serious about exploring. I've learned way too much from Veteranasi to actually just be stupid. Oh no. I'm gonna have to make this work, aren't I? Okay. Fuck. Shit. And I'm not willing to be stupid right now. I just realized why that was a terrible idea, but whatever. Wait, did it just poison an ally? Guess it did. Got a polished shell for that, though. I don't know why we got a polished shell, but we got one. Probably just from it being statused. Regardless, I need to turn my butt around and... Item point! Chop point. Cool, let's see what you got. Forest branch times 1, forbidden yuzu. Alright. Back to GTFOing. Alright, so I know today was short and pretty simple, but we'll just leave it at that. Hey there everyone, this has been Leifric. As always, I thank you for watching. Next time we'll move on and do some more exploration of the 6th stratum. If we get to around level 68, we'll float around and see if we have access to the Dragon Quest. If not, we're not going to sweat it too hard. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.